Welcome back, everybody, to SoCal's best iconic movie locations. I'm Ben McCain. We're here at Melody Ranch Studios. Where was the classic 1968 science fiction picture Planet of the Apes filmed? While earlier scenes were photographed at Lake Powell, Utah, most of the picture was filmed at the 20th Century Fox Ranch in Malibu, California. Do you ever watch a TV show or a movie and think, hey, that's really a cool little town somewhere in Middle America? Well, that's what you're thinking, but the truth is, Pilgrim, it was probably filmed in a small community here in Southern California. Take a look. Hollywood filmmakers seem to love South Pasadena. This is a scene from the movie Scream 2, shot at the historic Rialto Theater on Fair Oaks Avenue.
I think they love to film here in South Pasadena because we look like Anywhere USA. We were part of the original Indiana colony, so we have a lot of craftsman homes, turn-of-the-century homes. We have trees other than palm trees. So if a film company's in LA but looking for a non-LA look, an Anywhere USA look, they come to South Pasadena.
The film liaison also says it's good for the South Pass economy.
Because each time they come in and film in a neighborhood, they not only pay the filming location a nice fee, they spread it out and pay the neighbors.
Numerous films, TV shows, and commercials have been shot at the Fair Oaks Pharmacy located at Fair Oaks and Mission Street in South Pasadena. They not only shoot on the outside, but on the inside as well. In fact, this historical-looking soda fountain was shipped here to South Pasadena in the 1950s from Joplin, Missouri. Adam Sandler and Winona Ryder were here for Mr. Deeds.
Recognize this little girl?
Next time you're watching a film, TV show, or commercial, be aware some of the scenes were probably filmed in South Pasadena. I sure like that South Pasadena. This is Daniel Veluzat. A little later in the program, Daniel's going to take us out to the Veluzat Motion Picture Ranch in Saugus. That's really a cool spot.
That's a great spot.
You know, and describe this location for us here at Melody Ranch.
What we did here is we tried to build what we would call a town square, so we could come down here and shoot different angles in different directions. What you're seeing here, that's Sheriff Bullock's house up on the hill there, the rise.
From Deadwood.
That's right, Sheriff Bullock from Deadwood. The middle building here would be the schoolhouse, where all the children of Deadwood went to school each day. And the big Victorian house here on the end, this house here was used as Alma's house. Alma was the wealthy woman that came to town, and this was her home.
Daniel, are you familiar with Club Ed?
Oh, yes, sir. I filmed there many times.
And you know it's more than just an old gas station and a diner.
Oh, absolutely. You bet it is.
Here's Susie Theodori with the profile.
Imagine a place where you mix model photo shoots with car commercials and movies like The Devil's Rejects. Such a place exists at Club Ed in the open desert east of Lancaster.
It was built for a Dennis Hopper movie called Eye of the Storm back in 1990.
We have a motel with the pool. We have an auto parts store, the gas station, and several outbuildings. We have the nice dune behind us.
Instead of striking the original movie set, the designer decided to buy the land and turn it into a permanent backdrop, which has become one of the fastest growing film locations in Southern California.
Some of the bigger pictures, Devil's Reject, Nothing to Lose, Retroactive, Double Take, Torque.
Every car commercial in the world has probably been here.
You've probably seen this gas station, but it isn't because you've pumped gas here. You've probably seen it in several movies and magazines.
Never hesitating to become a faded wise. Oh, yeah.
Everybody recognizes Club Ed because of the big blue and white building.
Even though 90% of Club Ed's business is still photography, it still has to be maintained on a daily basis.
Since it is a set, it's hard to maintain. It takes a lot of maintenance to keep it up. Movie sets, they build it temporarily, of course. That's what most of this is.
A 12-hour day at Club Ed starts at $2,500, a bit more than Club Med might charge.
Now, Club Ed was derived from the original caretaker's name was Ed. As a joke, he'd pick up the phone and say Club Ed as a spoof on Club Med. So and it just stuck with production.
And now Club Ed morphs into so many different things for so many different people.
When they look at it, it's different than anything else.
So although this backdrop is the backseat to many productions, Club Ed takes the front seat to many Hollywood producers. In Lancaster, I'm Susie Theodori.
Thank you, Susie. Hey, Daniel, tell us about this soundstage.
Well, Melody Ranch Movie Studio houses 3 sound stages. We're currently standing in the largest stage right now. It's 16,000 square foot of working space with 8,000 square foot of office and green rooms for cast around the outside perimeter.
Coming up on SoCal's Best Movie Locations, we're going to visit the Veluzat Motion Picture Ranch in Saugus. But first, more movie trivia. How many studios currently have working backlots? We'll answer the trivia question after this. Welcome back, folks, to SoCal's Best Iconic Movie Locations. Now for the answer to our final trivia question. How many studios currently have working backlots? Only 3. Universal Studios, Warner Brothers Studios, and Melody Ranch Motion Picture Studios in Newhall, California. In the early 70s, most studios sold off their backlots to real estate developers. Sad to say, the site where Gone with the Wind was filmed is now an industrial park. We're now standing in the museum. Daniel, what's so unique about this location?
Well, I think the most unique part about this museum is that it has everything in it, from gun holsters from Indiana Jones to army tanks and jeeps from the television series MASH. Whatever you might think you've seen or been a part of over the years in watching television and film, there might be a piece of it in this museum.
Now, with a little movie magic and some great editing, we're going from Newhall to Saugus, California, to the Veluzat Motion Picture Ranch. Watching this scene from Extreme Prejudice starring Nick Nolte, you probably think it was filmed in Mexico. This location is in Saugus at the Veluzat Motion Picture Ranch, just 30 miles from downtown LA.
And this was originally built as a mid-American town. We did Last Man Standing, Christopher Walken and Bruce Willis, Boris and Natasha, several different films, the Magnificent Seven television series.
There is a rich cinematic history on this 750-acre spread.
Where we're standing right now is, I guess you could call this a historic landmark for Hollywood's horror films. This is the barn and the location where we filmed Friday the 13th Part 3, which was done in 3D. And then we went on over the years to do movies like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang with Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer, where they needed to be in Big Bear, and here we are. They put a little snow on the ground, and we're in Big Bear. You're out here in the middle of nowhere. You can come out here when nothing's going on like today, and it's just quiet, it's peaceful, yet you know you're 10 minutes from home.
Renaud and Daniel Veluzat, thank you guys so much for sharing these iconic movie locations with us. And thank you folks at home for watching. I'm your host, Ben McCain. See you later on the trail.